Welcome back, guys, to Project Emmensity game. This is Damian chapter 1 we're going to be doing. I finished Damian chapter just a few minutes ago. Whew. A lot of work in this game. Damian was born in the colder region of the world, on an island the rest of the world disregarded. At a young Damian would always go fishing with her father, but found fishing boy and would always sneak away to check on her mom, a warrior that was responsible for the security and keeping the peace in the air peaks. Damian wanted to be a warrior like his mother and a disciple of the Queen Ragnant. His body was being destroyed and reconstructed so fast that he did not realize it. Eventually it stopped and he felt unconscious. When he woke up, it was already night, but what scared Damian the most was the center of the forest was destroyed. Trees that were around him were broken and some were sunk into the ground as something had pushed him down. When he turned behind to check on the orb, they were no longer there. At this time, Damian did not realize what had happened to him. This was the beginning of something great in his life. Damian was not a skilled warrior. A father tried to push him to pursue other scrolls. He would take Damian to the Colosseum and put him among soldiers and make sure to show Damian how little and weak he was. Damian never won any single battle. The soldiers that stood before him were far superior. His father, Owen, never wanted his son to become like his wife. Knowing that one day she would fall on the battlefield, he never wanted this for his son. Air peaks were the region built around the mountains far in the north. To keep warm, most houses were built underneath the mountain. Deep in the mountain were a temple that used to honor the goddess Air. It is written that she killed a deadly disease that had plagued the first settlers. She taught them everything that would keep them safe. The settlers returned and built a kingdom in her name. This was a tale that was told to all the people that live in the kingdom. Therefore, the kingdom was governed and protected by women because of the strength and courage that Air showed to these settlers. Every 15 years, they held a festival to celebrate the prosperity and peace the kingdom had. During the time, people took part in challenges at the Colosseum. The selected few that passed the trials could then venture the world. Whoever survived the journey would be a warrior. Damian wanted to go out into the world to prove to himself and appearance that he was strong. This was the only chance to make stand for his dreams. Alright, that's it for chapter 1. I'll see you all on chapter 2. Welcome back to chapter 2 of Project Emmensity game, Damian's story. A opponent of a cleric temper seek to irritate them, but not be weak, but they may grow arrogant. Sun Tzu, participant for the festival warrior competition, spent the time at the Colosseum training. Damian had little to no training for the competition. In the past, he would sometimes get training for her mom. She would train him occasionally, but he never met much improvements because her mom would attend the duties of a warrior on the daily. Damian knew that the only way he could have a chance of winning was to watch and learn more about his opponent and use the weaknesses against him. So, for weeks before the day of the festival, he had been spending days and nights at the Colosseum training, keeping an eye out for anyone he might end up fighting. In the day, he would watch the others train, and then in the night, he would try to replicate the other contestants' moves. One day, Damian saw some contestants sparring. He could feel that the fight was intensifying. Everyone watching at Gaia and Bejoin was striking each other. Yeah, no, yeah, no. Why are you sad and angry with what just happened? There's no reason to be sad, but it was because I didn't lose. What are you talking about? You got defeated by Bejoin. I gained silver for the sparring Bejoin, though. If I fight and constantly win every fight or lose every fight, it means I reach my level and it means I am weak in the end. But if I fight people stronger than me, then I can test myself to see how far I need to progress. This is merely a teaching moment in my journey to become a powerful mage. Oh, I understand. So it's basically like a balanced diet of fighting and testing yourself. Just gives you that analogy if it helps. Next time I fight him, the outcome will be different. That was amazing. How do you do that? Well, enough of it. All you must do is communicate with nature. That is nothing. I don't think I can do it as easily as you did. My family is known for botany and nature, blessed by grandparents in the prime years. Since then, our family can communicate with nature and all its properties. The downside of that is best used for defense and healing. What element do you align with? I don't think I align with anything. My father had light magic, and he knows a little about it, and my mother has cryokinesis, but both had told me it would not be easy to figure what element I align with. It would be amazing to be blessed with wind, so I could be able to fly up high and see the world from above. I guess my dad helped me find out what your abilities are, but the elements, nature of our world, my father will knows a lot, and he will help me find what your alignment is. That would be great. Let's go meet your dad, so I finally know what I can do. Damian did not know what his abilities were, or if he had any to begin with. He hoped they could him understand who he was, and they could be capable of. The people of Air Peaks were naturally born with magic. They were capable of amazing things. They tell us that if Air Peaks wanted to go to war with a neighboring country, it could easily do, but what astonished the neighboring most was that Air was a kingdom that shunned violence and excluded itself from the war, because the rest of the world built on war and violence. This went against their teaching and the fact that ancestors were settlers that were mistreated and shunned by the world, only to be saved by Air. The kingdom sent champions of the festival out onto the world as scholars and saw the reality of the world, and will later return and teach about the modern world. Damian was once participant that was hoping to get the chance to explore the world. The world that was across the ocean was so much different from what he was used to. Can he win the festival and settle on an adventure? And that is for chapter 2. I'll see you on chapter 3. What about the chapter 3 of Damian's story and parts of Emmensity? Go to the forest and enter Gaia's home. Alrighty, we can do a little save here. Oop. A little bit walking here. Into the forest. Woo. Do a little save again. Into the lab now. Dad, this is Damian. He is one of the competitors at the festival. He wants to know what power he is blessed with. Good afternoon, Mr. Omada. Guy said you could help me figure out what power I might have. Sure, young man, I will gladly help any friend or guy. And because you are her friend, I'll also help you learn to use your power. Our powers are awakened from the need to do something so much that I can drive to push our limits. They can also be awakened from the weakness and inferiority we have, like a turtle that wants to run for this predator. And the push is so hard that I get blessed by the wind and cannot run faster than once. And it gets free from the weakness. What you need to do is become a turtle and try to survive the powerless. And times of great fear and weakness, that when we become our true selves. Go to the training room. Our training room. We have a battle of wits. Alright. If it wants to do that, bro, we might get healing off the plant, bro. But why are my computer so laggy today? Golly, there you go. Enemies, plant. You won't have healing. Get healing out of here. Alright, go. Yes. Alright, to the training ground. Magic of a potion. There you go. Probably that kills it. There we go, cool. You finally awake. I examined everything what happened and have found out what your power is. What about power then, Dr. Omada? You have one of what force can be grounded, what force brought you back to the earth whenever you jump, what force first brought stones back to the ground whenever you do them. The answer to all the questions is gravity. Damian, this is your power. You control the force that pulls things together. This is a dangerous power that harms you and endangers those around you. If you have no control and it seems like you do not, I am sorry to say this, but you will be detained in the dimension until I know for sure that you will not be a danger to society. It is my duty as a doctor to do so. I'll teach you all again, and by the time we are done with the training, you should have control. If you do not, then you will be detained here even more. Don't worry, I will notify your family about what's going on. Mata said Damian knew that there was not any other choice, and if he wanted to go outside the world, he needed to learn how to use the power and win the festival competition. Damian recalled how helpless and afraid he felt when he was fighting the plant. He now wanted to feel like this again. There were only a few days for the festival, and Damian had to use the remainder of the time to train and become stronger. Only the winner could to leave Air Peaks and explore the world. Damian wanted to be the one, but little did he know that his opponent was also powerful and had the reason to win. Who he saw was stronger. The festival was the answer to all the questions, and so Damian's training was about to begin. And that is for chapter 3. I'll see you on chapter 4. Welcome back to chapter 4 of Damian chapters of Emmensity. Today's passage, Damian had begun his training. He was not making any progress, and with the pressure of the festival's close, he was even more stressed. The concept of how his power worked was also hard to understand. Training had begun As an exciting adventure to Damian when I began to become a nightmare. Damian was training using small rocks. He was trying to get them to pull together by focusing on using their power in the middle of time. Them. And trying to create a magnet that only pulled the rocks together. Omada knew what was happening and realized that was not the easy way to learn. He devised a way to teach them by highlighting his own power. Pay close attention, Damian. Suddenly all the dead plants around Omada started going back to life. Damian remembered that this happened when Gaia was using her power to heal herself. Vines started going in hand, taking the shape of a long sword, and eventually completed forming. Omada made a quick slash and cut all the trees that were in front of them. Damian, you have to be the power to control. When you were trying to pull the rocks together, you were separate the power from yourself, and that's something you're not yet ready for. What do you need me to do? I try to think of anything to use my power, but I cannot. Don't use it my only. You parts your body, change your power, and then from there, you uses your power to reach out and grab an opportunity you want to control. Let it use something small this time. We will use 2 coins and put them at a small distance separate. I want you to hold one coin and try to fit the material and everything they're made of. Then try to reach out with your power to pull the other coin to use. Use your hand to generate your power. He continued trying to make himself feel like the materials of that coin were already in his hand. Damian imagined that his power was a long hand that already got the other coin. All he needed to do was pull. Damian could fit the other coin, but he was still trying to figure out how to pull it to him. He recalled that last time when he used his power, he felt the energy from the orb within the body. This made him realize that he needed to also understand what his body was made of. He started concentrating on how he felt, how the heart was beating, how his mind was quiet, only focused on one thing. This time Damian pulled with her power along came the coin. Damian finally understood what his power felt and he could control it. You finally did it. Now I want you to continue training into this feeling and control becomes second nature to you. That is the only way you get to leave this place. Understand, I'll train non-stop until the power becomes my own. Then I'll win my ticket to sell to the outside world. Well, like I am, my daughter, the great combatant. With her power, she's going to constantly heal herself. So I don't think she'll let you win easily. I watched her train by my mother to fight, so I won't make the fight easy. And fighting is not about strength and talent. It's also about the mind and how you use it in a bad situation. That's good insight, but we'll see where it gets you and battle will come. Anyway, get back to your training. Damian spent the next hours pulling the coins to him and pushing into each other. He would adapt at learning that his progress was fast. He went back to pull the rocks and use the power, and now he was able to pull them together. He was growing stronger quickly than Omada had anticipated. What happened next was something that surprised the doctor even more. Damian made a fist and concentrated his power into it. Damian took a deep breath and threw a punch forward, making holes in the tree that were in front of him. Damian had focused his sight on the tree that was a few feet away from him and punched the tree in front of them. And tried to hold them to the last tree. Damian was now able to use the power offensively. Damian started celebrating because now the power became easy to use and his destructive power could help him win the festival. Damian wanted to see if he controlled though the gravity punches consecutively. He widened his stance and made a fist, getting ready to both of them this time. But suddenly his right hand became so heavy that as if it were made out of concrete, he couldn't move it. Doctor, my hand, I can't move it. It feels so heavy. He mustered up his words. Damian and suddenly felt conscious. He had exhausted himself, and the body was not ready for the power. The people with earpiece were naturally gifted. The power was theirs for years since birth. But Damian, his body was not accustomed to this new power. His body was not able to protect itself from the effects the power had. He needed to use lesser amounts of the power to make his body used to it. His power was like a venom that was dormant in the body. Using too much of it would be extremely dangerous. He has to train more if he wants to use all his power, but the world we're not going to wait for him to fully learn how to use all his power. Damian was constant for the entire day, and then when finally time to get ready for the festival, drums was heard throughout the whole kingdom. There was a call for all the participants to appear at the Coliseum and get ready and learn what the trial was going to be. The festival was going to be the next day. Damian finally woke up and was told by the Dr. Omada that needed to stop using the power until they were able to figure out how to safely use it. Do not use the power, and more certainly don't use the gravity punches. Think of creative ways to use your power at a minimum amount. I promise not to use the gravity punch. I will be careful and win my takeout out of here. Good luck, kids, and be safe. The festival is finally here. He will win it and achieve the dreams. We will find out when the dust finally settles. And that's it for chapter 4. See you on chapter 5. A Damian story. What about the chapter 5 of Damian story, the plots of Emmensity? Long ago, for the first settler arrived at Air Peaks, they were living in a country destroyed by war. Pain and suffering engulfed the nation. The people could no longer live the life of death and suffering, so I myself didn't quit. So they fled to the seas, hoping to go away from the war. They landed on the shores beneath a mountain and go by the cold and never-ending snow. While they were settling in at the base of the mountain, they came across a cave that went through the mountain. Within the cave, they encountered a woman that was living there, and her home had a welcoming warmth. A woman named Erin, and I lived in the mountain for an exceptionally long time. She had the power to regulate her body temperature and the temperature of the surroundings. She had come also came across an orb similar to the one Damian had, but this one was made with elements of fire from the very pits of hell. With power, she helped the first settler to build a home on the mountain, a home they called the Air Peaks, to honor her. When she eventually passed away, she unleashed the power into the Air Peaks and the whole island, and gave them the warmth that would now achieve. The orbs of power were mysterious objects whose origins are unknown. The objects granted powers to the settlers that passed down for generations. Damian was born without any power, but unfortunately for him, he found the orb that harnessed the power of gravity. The objects have a drawback that when used successfully to the limit, they could use on a molecule level that they themselves became the power held within the orb. In the end, the orbs became the orb itself. The drawback only affected those that came in direct contact with the orbs. Descendants of the settlers that were born with powers were free to use their power through their hearts and content, along with the body commands the assassin that came from excessive use after Ea passed away. The first settler named the mountain Ea Peaks to honor her. They were grateful for the hospitality and kindness she showed them. They created a festival that happened every 15 years to celebrate the peace she had given them and to remember the pain and suffering they had escaped from the country. The first settlers appointed a queen dragon that ruled the country of Ea Peaks. Ea Peaks were recognized as a powerful country where wars so well outsiders. The queen dragon made a rule that the outside world would never include them in wars or any dispute that happened to other countries. Ea Peaks were the country of people that were victims of war and violence. They wanted a change for their descendants. Neighboring countries were allowed to trade with them so long as they stayed by the base of the Air Peaks. The traders and outsiders who were on the shore Air Peaks were welcomed into the country during festivals. At the Stone of Kindness, the festival always lit up Air Peaks. Music, dance, and different aromas from all parts of the world filled the streets of Air. The festival was a time for sharing laughter and kindness with your loved ones and those around you. At the center of the festival, the trials of the Colosseum, where the winner would get a chance to venture into the world. People from Air Peaks that ventured out from the outside world all made a name for themselves because they were mostly wise and had a different outlook on life. The change of blessed the people that were around because they were born in a country that knew no violence and received a country of two peace. Once the journey was complete, they would return home and tell sagas of their time in the outside world. The trial was a set of 3 games. The first trial captured a flag type of game where the competitors were split into 2 groups. And get the other group's flag and place it on the pillar that was at the center of the Colosseum. Each team would select a flag bearer that was responsible for protecting their flag. The team that had the flag destroyed would still lose. The second was a straightforward game of protecting the pillars that the flag would place upon. And finally, the last trial was out of combat, where the winners of the previous trial would show the feats to combat. The opponent that fell first or forfeited would lose. Contestants that were not ready for combat or choose not to engage in the fight had the choice of pushing the pillar down, and they were also won after a while. Walking to the woods and going to the crowded market, Damian and Guy had finally arrived at the Colosseum. Are you ready to lose again to me? This time you have a cloud to watch you fall. Lose to you? That will not happen. I won lost during the training because I got distracted, but I'm not going to be like that last time. Yes, go ahead and make an excuse for your weakness. Deep down you know this is true. Well, both of you are going to lose to me and I won't be able to leave the place. Or turn to me, this is not a place for weaklings that can even be straight. Name's Damian. I'm going to be the champion of the trials, and we'll leave this place and become a stronger man all over the world. Look what you have gone and done. All the contestants have left because of the 3 of you. Well, they're all weaklings. They can easily be discouraged. It can't be helped. We have to change the trial a little bit. The trials are normally a show of teamwork and cooperation with each other, but since there are very few of you, we're going to do the only last trial, combat with a twist. The only way to win is to push down the pillar and not get put on conscience, since there are 4 of them. Then has an opponent to fight. Damian, you are up against Bjorn, and Guy, you are up against Leaf. Fight each other or he'll forfeit to lose. Hold on. No, we're on chapter 5. What is chapter 5? Hold on. Let me check. Oh, it is the fight in him. My bad. I was wondering. I'm confused with it. We're gonna do gravity punch. I'm impressive. I didn't know you had improved this much for your powers, and I also didn't know you could fight like that. My power was supposed to be a surprise for Bjorn, but they couldn't me, so I had no choice. You think I'm gonna lose to him? Have some faith in me. I also have some tricks up my sleeve. No, only a contingency plan. If you somehow lost to him, your dad trained me, so I know how strong you are. I also trained you when you were with my father. I was ever strong, not that I'll make this quick. What was that? I thought you wanted to beat B-Joint. Yes, I did, and I won according to the rules. I'm taking it seriously, so I did not want to waste my energy. I can beat B-Joint anytime. You, on the other hand, might win the trials again. I'll come back. This our farewell fight. I guess that makes sense. I'll also give you my all. And I did it for chapter 5. See you on chapter 6. We're on to chapter 6 of Project Emmensity game of Damian's story. During the great migration, when the first settlers arrived at Air Peaks, one of them was a great man by the name of Owen Omada. He was one of the people that got the first hand the orders of power. He was blessed with the power of controlling plant life. Owen developed the power and learned his power to heal both humans and plants. Owen was a pacifist, so he only developed his power for defensive and healing effects. His knowledge and ideals were passed down to a later generation of the Omada family. Currently, Vincent Omada, the father of two guys, is the head of the family. In the century that passed, he was the only one that learned to use the power offensively. It was taboo in the family, but when he realized that his daughter wanted to go to the outside world, he decided to learn techniques that he could instruct his daughter in case he needed to fight for her life. When Damian was learning by the powers, Vincent showed his daughter how to use the power offensively. Guy was a pacifist like an ancestor Owen, but she also decided to see the world, and to achieve her goals, she would have to fight. Damian had proven himself to be an opponent not to take lightly. His destructive power was unseen and ill-peace, but it was just beginning to go. Compared to Gaia, Damian was simply a caterpillar and one that was monstrous. Gaia was leaps ahead of Damian when it comes to close combat, but Damian's gravity powers had the potential to become a match. Damian had a problem with the body not resonating with the power of the orb. It was drawing power from the orb, but it was not directly because the body did not recognize that part of itself. All resonance Earpiece got the ability naturally to genes, but Damian was one of the few that got their power directly. Unlike a butterfly in its cocoon, Damian's powers were about to come out. The preparation for the ultimate battle were complete, and Damian and Guy were called to the stage. They were told for the ultimate battle they could choose one of the wooden weapons they wanted to. Damian and Guy declined to use weapons and wanted to win using the powers of strength. Damian and Guy took the fighting stance and were now waiting for the instructor to commence the match. Well, this is Guy. The winner gets to leave. Don't miss when I go. That's funny because you're staying here and are going to live a boring life after I'm gone. Oh, I gotta sit, but they're going to be leave first thing in the morning, so I'm pretty confident I'm winning this. Good, but sadly you're going to have to ask for your money back. Well, then let's see who wins then. This is not real, it's all in my head. You can't touch me now, you should just give up. I will fight until I can't move, so you won't win. We'll see about that. You want to kill my daughter. That was my intention. Your daughter is strong, and I did not want to go easy on her. I have never seen Gaia fight like that before, but thanks to you, she became so much stronger before, and for that, I thank you. I didn't do anything. She sent me fought through her heart's content, and to help also to grow stronger. So, Gaia, I must thank. Damien, I made it ill when I was analyzing powers. You do not have the power to control gravity. Instead, you have the power to control, or to put simply, the potential to control the fundamental force of the universe. What do you mean? I've only been using gravity this whole time. Gravity what you resonate with more, but with the use of your powers to it all, it residue the fundamental forces. The planets that you use to evaluate your powers turn into ash. The coins that you use to learn to control your powers are combined as they were one. And finally, when Guy used the fear toxin, your body made a field that reacted to each of the attacks equally. You have to believe the residue of the four fundamental forces of every attack. How do I control your powers then? I taught you all I know about your power. The piece of advice I can tell you is to keep training and use to master your powers, and also seeing that your body also improving as you fight. Thank you, Mr. Omada. You have been an immense help. Damian had finally become a champion of Earpiece and had wanted to take us to leave Earpiece and were about to embark on a journey out into the world. His strength as a fighter had gone extremely fast along with his powers. The instructor at the Coliseum gave Damian money that he would use to get to his ship off Air Peaks. Damian went to the hospital and told Gaia farewell. He promised her he had to come back a strong man. He did. He wanted to take along on the next journey. They both meant a lot to each other, and the journey seemed like it would take a while. The next morning, Damian set sail from Air Peaks, and while on the boat, the captain showed him about the man that was bringing instability and destruction in town. The captain knew Damian was strong and promised he would pay him handsomely if he took care of the criminal in the town. Damian loathed senseless violence and wanted to stop it whatever it was. It had to live in a peaceful place, and thus the world outside Earpiece was the same. Alan was a criminal that had the power to control fire, and with him, he was bringing chaos and destruction to the small town. Damian's journey now begun, and he had a clear goal, and that would depend on strongness and to also stop the chaos that was in the world and make the world itself Earpiece, a place where peace and tranquility would ever, but was the world capable of changing? There was something Damian could not answer. That it for chapter 6. I'll see you on chapter 7. What about the chapter 7 of Damian's story of Emmensity. Damian had spent a few hours on the boat. While on the boat, Damian will medically relax his body after the fight. He went a day before. He could feel like his body had a continuous movement of energy. The energy he felt was not physical energy. It felt like a jolt of lightning passing through his body during the fight with Gyre. He learned that if he can learn to control it electromagnetic, he will be able to repel all attacks that came close to him. He knew the only way to learn about his powers was to look within and understand what was going on within the body. He kept meditating on the fear he felt when Gaia poisoned him, and how his body took over to protect himself. The more his meditation would go in, the more he could feel the jolts of lightning becoming stronger. While his powers were becoming stronger, his body was also changing. He stopped meditating because they were getting close to the island where Island was last seen. He decided to get ready to disembark from the ship. Damon went to the quarters, get things, and changed from the clothes he wore on the festival. Damon got a bag and was about to leave the room when he noticed a box that said "Gift from Mom." In the box, he found an armor and a letter from her parents. The letter said, "Watch you in the tournament, and now you made us proud. You can go where you want and become what you want to be. We are proud of you and bid you farewell. You know where your home is and hope for your safe return. Thank you for everything, Mom and Dad." Damon returned as he read the letter and remembered that he spent with his parents for a while because he was busy with the tournament and never got to see you before he left. He wanted to at least tell them he loved them before he left. Damon was even more courageous because he knew that his parents were happy. He put the armor his mom gifted him and a memento to them. The armor was the same one his grandfather wore in the prime, and also the same one his mom wore. And it has chainmail fitted into it, and had a cloak that went do with the armor. It was designed for swift and stealthy combat. The ship finally arrived at the island. Damian went to the main deck so he could leave. He found the captain waiting for him. Damian asked where he could find information about the whereabouts of the island. The captain told Damian the best place to find him was the library because there was a bulletin board at the front entrance to the library. He also told him that a prison was nearby, so it would be easy to go there. Now for chapter 7, I'll see you on chapter 8, which is a repeat of Alan's story, and so chapter 9. So we'll speed on that. We're on chapter 8 of Damian's story, which is the repeat, so we don't please skip and do most of this. First error. Water Emmensity. What error did I do? What did I, hold on, did I not do? Did I not do? Oh, that will happen. That will happen. Alright. Magic. Gravity punch. Ooh, let's do something this. I think I can. Fine, we need the item. Hopefully you can use it. No, you killed me before then. Alright. Damn, I got a game over on my own game. Damn, I feel them. Or I might die again. I might die again. Yeah, I died again. Oh man, I died again. Well, hey man, this game be hard, you know? This time, I'm gonna use a potion right away. Oh, this time you don't. Oh, you a bitch for that. There you go. This one won't matter. You die anyway. Nice. Alright. Cool. Now this is like a new part here. You're not ready to use the power. Your body and the wall will turn to dust if you kill this to use this power. This is the only way I can bring pieces in the wall so I can handle it. They'll orb nothing but malice and it will eat you up along with your wall. I said I can handle this now. Leave me alone. Someone help me. I need to stop this. I told you using a power like this will only bring destruction. Please do something. Stop what's going on. I can help, but only if you accept not using boosts again. Fine, help me fix this. Alright, I'll give you another chance. It's time to use it wisely. I went back in time from the start of the training session. And that is for chapter 8. I'll see you on chapter 9. Welcome to chapter 9 of the Damian story of the Emmensity game. What's up, my achievements? I mean, not achievement, quest log. Okay, yeah. I don't know how many achievements. Alright, Dragonfly. Gravity punches, magic, air, magic, water, magic, fire. There you go. Alright, the mistake I made, I guess. I'll go to... island. Apparently, I used the wrong Quataki cow. Ah, I see. Quataki. Cow. I want to assume those are the right one. I guess then I can just add the bigger ones. Alright. So look now. Yeah, there we go. Magic fire. Dead. Oh. That's not happening. Alright. Guess I'm getting the regular. Add this Quataki. Add this cow. Remove this Quataki. Remove this cow. Remove this Quataki. Add this Quataki. Remove this Quataki. Add this cow. Move this cow. Add this Quataki. Move this Quataki. Add Quataki. Add cow. Cool. Alright. Nailed. Go. Magic of water. potions right now. Alrighty, magic, gravity punch, magic, yeah, magic, water. Alright, so that it is for chapter 9. I'll see you all on chapter 10, the finale of Damian's story. We're back to the finale of Damian's story, which is chapter 10. Damian and the other had arrived on the main island. They also had split ways to sign up Damian. Body was unusual. His powers not acting right with the body. Damian had become sick of overusing his powers. He could not fight anyone. When he took power from the Orb, he did not have the time to let his body settle with him. Instead, Damian watched the world march right turn to go down. That he cheered on for days as they watched. He even saw the reaction to the world as they understood that Bill and the world had superpowers. After the tournament ended, they were heading out. What Damian did not know was that a group of people had been battling Apollo back. Suddenly, a bright light appeared over the island. Damian was eradicated in seconds as a huge energy being blew apart the island with no time for regrets or thoughts. Damian was gone from the unknown accident due to breaking the laws of physics. Some higher being, Damian and was over they broke the balance of the universe with powers. Oh no, Damian did enjoy life and enjoy exploring the modern world when he could. That's out of 10. I'll see you on the next story, which is either Alex or Telia's. I'm not sure if he want me to do Alex or not, so I'll see you. So see you next time.